It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aight, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me, what's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They are controlling the youth, agenda abusing them, nigga, we losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them, that's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act, fucking low key with the Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beard, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 18 and 77 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and leslaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Mancast is brought to you by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you beaches. Make some gains, flex on them. We got a great nut to bust. We will get into that in just a second. Welcome to the Daily Swole every single day, episode 1877. Right here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell over here on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube. And of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean. Go and download, listen, subscribe, check out the Mancast if you're watching live. And also make sure you're checking out our other shows, the Swolenormous Audio Experience, the Swolenormous Procast, and Red, White, and Swole Podcast. We got a lot of stuff going on, fam. And of course, we got some awesome shit going on over at Swolenormous X Fam. Where my Swole fam at? We got Jennifer, Peaceful Bandit, Josh, Matthew, Tyler, Bunny. How are we doing, fam? Welcome, everyone. We got an accountability meeting on Monday, June 28th. That's day after tomorrow. So make sure you're marking your calendar, 12 noon Eastern time. If you want to get access to all the private live streams, again, head on over to swolenormousx.com. Tomorrow's episode is Ask Papa Swole Live. So we'll be taking a ton of questions tomorrow. So if you do have a lot of questions on the daily and you don't get your question answered today, or you follow me on TikTok and you like it when I do the Ask Papa Swoles, make sure you tune in for Sunday's episodes because they're always pure questions. You never know what you're going to get. That was a nice one. That was a solid one.
The little rascal has spirit.
We're off to a good start. I hope you had a good pump. I just finished up a great chest and biceps workout, and that workout is going to be available this week. So we'll talk about that during the accountability meeting, but mark your calendars. It's going down, beaches. Also, another announcement. Remember, papaswolio.com, brand new apparel site. Check out all the new releases. Check out the new styles and new gear. We got hats, we got crop tops, we got tanks, we got all sorts of stuff over there at papaswolio.com. And because you are a listener of the Daily Swole, use code DailySwole for 10% off. Again, code DailySwole for 10% off your order over there at papaswolio.com. We also have a couple brand new. Look at Brittany, Dawn, and Vince. Look at both of these jabronis. It's a plural, so you use jabronis, but we got a jabroni on the left and a jabronet on the right. Where are these people? Where did these two go? You know, all of a sudden when social media completely ramped up, all the fringe people just kind of like faded off. Everyone's kind of compartmentalized. You don't see anyone's content anymore unless you actively look for it. I don't see anyone's shit anymore. Anyone that's, quote, popular in the fitness industry. I don't see anything from anyone anymore. I don't get any notification. I mean, I never really got notifications, but I don't see suggested. I don't really get, I don't know. Everyone is just so, it's so mature. The platforms are so mature. You don't really see people anymore. Anyway, who can you trust in the fitness industry? We got this question asked the other day. And it was about how do you determine who you can trust? And we went deep. It was a lot of philosophy on that question. So make sure you check out this clip. This is available over there on the Swolenormous channel. And right here on the Daily Swole channel, we don't control our weight. A little negative, double negative. If that title confuses you, as it does me, go check out that clip. I think it will enlighten you. Do we control our own weight or don't we? And obviously we fucking do. But of course, you know, people that don't want to lose weight or don't want to invest in their health or don't want to try and just are so happy playing the victim and so happy being average, they're going to be like, it's not my fault. Everyone else is keeping me fat. They're force feeding me. No one's putting that Burger King in your mouth, my dear. But hey, I'm just a simple man. I'm just a simple man that likes to make sick fucking gains. That's it. I'm just a simple man who likes to get yoked. I'm a simple man that likes to make fucking gains. I'm a simple man that likes to slap people's faces with some knowledge cock and make sure that all of you are focusing on the shit that you should be focusing on. So let's see. What did you smash today? Drop that in the comments. Let's bust this nut open so we can get into some Swole fam posts and get into some nitty gritty. It is Swole Saturday, so you can imagine. You can imagine what's coming, fam. I'm excited for today's episode. Let's get into it. Let's get fucking amped. Drink some water. Do a couple push-ups. Get the fucking ribeye thawed out. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Freddie, let's bust this nut open. Take us away for the busting of the nut. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. Thank you. A gentleman and a scholar. Oh, Freddie. Freddie is fucking amped. And Leo is drinking like a raging alcoholic as per usual. Or is that sparkling bone broth? Is that sparkling bone broth, Leo? All right, hashtag Swole Slut. Drop that in the comments down below. Be careful. You might want to use the tongue emoji for the U because you might get blocked on Facebook or somewhere because you're saying a naughty word. You're insulting people. Fuck that shit. Use the hashtag Swole Slut in the comments down below. Let's get into the nut fam. It's time to fucking get this party started. Let's go. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right. Let's get into today's first post from the Swole fam. This is actually from the Shinstagram, but this is awesome. So let's take this post from Instagram stories. And we got this. This was tagged to the Swolenormous page. Thanks for always saying the rudest and nastiest things known to man. I don't disappoint, do I? Thanks for always saying the rudest and nastiest things known to man. I like that. I became the person I wanted to be because of your harsh words. They fuel my soul every day. It was the blunt reality check that I needed in my life. 167 pounds down to 119. And look at that red, white, and swole shirt. I fucking love it. This is fire. Thank you for sharing Makeup Days. This is an awesome post. That's fucking fire. I love that. I love that text at the top. Thanks for always saying the rudest and nastiest things known to man. It's so kind. It's so sweet. I don't know what to say. Good. Someone's got to fucking say it. Someone's got to fucking say it. You see, you want to play the nice guy. You want to rub everyone's taint and be all fluffy. No, get off your fucking ass. Get it done. Good for you. Thank you for tagging me in the post. All right, we got one from Jillian on Express Free Your Shoulders. Thank you for a great session to ease a wayward yogi back into practice. Get your yoga done. Hells yeah. All right. We got another post here. Things I have done to take back my environment. Over the last few years, I had some weird breaks in friendships. I have some former friends who I thought were fighters and mentally strong individuals who decided to subscribe to the victim mentality, which has become ever more present in our culture and surroundings. After trying to have discussions and debates, I've decided for my own mental health to let these people go. The stress made me sad at first, but I feel lighter now. We are all responsible for ourselves. I do not want to be poisoned by people who deny their own purpose. Well fucking said. Well fucking said, Lisa. We got one from the private Swole Fam Discord from Peachy. Why do you encourage cutting out nuts and seeds like almonds, cashews, chia, flax on the elimination diet? Just curious as to the reasoning, because Whole30 allows them. Do they tend to cause issues? Yeah, in many people, and a lot of times they could be inflammatory or causing sensitivities. I don't give a fuck what the Whole30 does. I don't give a shit. You should be cutting out as much as possible on your elimination. So like the Whole30 is anything different. It's just their branded form of an elimination, but you should be cutting down on most of those things, because things like peanuts, for example, are legumes. Cashews can cause a lot of people problems. In my opinion, a lot of those seeds are just kind of a waste. They're just a waste. They don't give me any satisfaction. That's me personally, but they do cause a lot of issues in people. So it depends on what you prefer to do. But if you don't remove it, you can't test it. And for me, a food that you eat that doesn't really provide you any value, that's not a power food, so to speak. It's even if it doesn't cause you a problem, it's like, okay, why are you eating this? You should feel fucking great. You should be getting a lot of nutrition and essentially, quote, power. For example, you should be eating something like, I feel great. If you're eating something, you're like, nah, I'm just eating it for calories. I don't think that's a good approach. So you don't need to eat a rainbow of fucking things, like Josh just said in the comments. You don't need to be eating a whole rainbow of things. And you want to be making sure that you're getting in plenty of, healthy fats. And in my opinion, you want to get most of those from animal-based products like grass-fed beef. You can get grass-fed butter or ghee. You could eat, consume things like bone broth, use beef tallow, pastured eggs, get those healthy fats. I never really felt any kind of satisfaction from eating nuts and seeds. So I just don't eat them. I haven't in a long time, and I feel so much better for it, actually. I really do. All right, Shane, this is the one I really needed to hear today. Back to quality food and work on removing as many inflammatory foods from my nutrition program. This is from Food Scheduling and Quality Control. This is from the Masterclass section. Thank you for sharing, Shane. Fuck yeah. And we got one from Zandri. Zandri writes from Total Body Awareness Workout in Swolenormous X. Damn, this one has my body in total shakes. Not in a bad way. My muscles definitely worked with this workout. It was intense and I struggled really hard to keep my balance, but every time I fell over, I did the whole rep over to make it count. A month ago, I couldn't even lift myself up to one push-up. Now I can do 6 at a time. I know it's not that impressive, but I'm really proud of my progress. It means I am crushing it. It sure fucking does. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Keep on crushing it. Make sure you're dropping those comments. And those were all comments from under the workouts and under the yoga classes inside Swolenormous X. So make sure you're dropping comments on those workouts with what you like, with what you experienced, with things like that, with your progress. I mean, it's great to do a class and you go back to it, or you go back to a workout. That's why it's fantastic to do the 90-day dash more than once, do Swole season more than once, do Scorched Earth again, because once you go through it one time, you go back to the beginning, you realize, oh my God, how much progress did I make? How many of you keep a log of your workouts and you go back to an exercise and you're lifting and you're doing something that you used to do and it used to stress you out, like the weight, You used to curl 15s or 20s, and now you're curling 35s, 40s, 50s, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what exercise. You look back and you remember you used to struggle with that weight, and now it's your warm up. That's a lot of progress. Makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Huge difference. So make sure that you are keeping perspective, and that's why it's good to keep a log. It's good to keep a track. And if you're a true swole slut, you're doing just that. So what does it mean to be a swole slut? How do you define being a swole slut? I'm curious. You could drop your thoughts in the comments down below, because there's nothing like a swole slut. And if you're watching this on a Saturday night, I think that might be you. That might be you, fam. I think that might be you. So let's shift into a couple questions. We'll start from, we got one here from it's not Instagram. This is TikTok. We'll start with here. If you got a question, drop in the comments down below with hashtag AskPapaSwole. We'll take a couple questions, and we got some good dookie posts today. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll get into some fitness or whatever you want to ask. You could drop it live. Hashtag AskPapaSwoleo. This one from TikTok is from cam.kimura. Is martial arts enough? Is martial arts training enough to keep fit? I've never stepped foot in a weight gym, and I am fit. So that's not a coherent sentence. If you're telling me that you're fit, how are you defining fit? Is martial arts training enough to keep fit? How are you defining that? I mean, martial arts can be great. Depends on what you're doing. I mean, I would recommend practicing a martial art that's actually practical in the real world, but that's up to you. There's a lot of different stylistic arts and things that aren't really practical in real world situations, but it could still teach you discipline and cool skills and stuff like that. It could be fun, something you enjoy. But there's no reason why you can't do weights too. I would definitely encourage you doing weights as well, because it would actually improve your martial arts training. Lifting weights are very important. It's going to be better for your bone density, that progressive overload. And I think the combination of both of those will be fantastic. And also yoga and active recovery and such. There's no reason why you can't do both. And I would recommend that you should do both, but that's my personal opinion. So when you say, is it enough to keep fit? It depends on how you define fitness. This is why a lot of people can't have conversations nowadays in 2021, because people argue about words, and people have their own definitions for those words. When it comes to any kind of social issues, it depends on how you define it. So you can't, it's not healthy to tell people to have a smaller body. Whoa. Like when a doctor, it's fat phobic if a doctor tells you to lose weight. Let's get to the definition and the real issue. Let's get to your fucking feelings and why you're complaining. And right, you always want to get to the root of it, but you need to make sure that you're communicating on even ground. And fit is a very vague term. Defining what fitness is, I don't even think it's worth it, because even the definition of fitness, if you Google it right now, it's going to be a general term. What is fitness? Doing 10 push-ups? Being able to bench your own body weight? I mean, I wouldn't define it as either of those things, right? How many push-ups you can do? Can you walk for a mile and not be out of breath? I mean, how do you define fitness? So getting back to Cam's question, it depends on what you want the outcome to be. What do you want the outcome to be? Again, what do you want the outcome to be, and what are your inputs? And will those inputs actually lead you to where you're going? Let's see, Aaron. Papa Swoleo, I buy my grass-fed meat from Walmart. Is it still healthy even though I buy it from Walmart? Or is it unhealthy? I don't know where Walmart sources their meat from. You want to make sure you're getting grass-fed and grass-finished meat. My first instinct would be anything that is shipping to mass quantities and mass distribution worldwide, or who knows if they do different regions for different locations. Anytime you get into a high quantity game, quality is going to be questionable. So I couldn't answer specifically. I'm sure it's probably an improvement versus other sources, but I can't speak as to the quality of whatever. I don't know what their brand is or what they do or where they get it from. But I mean, if you're trying to service a lot of people, you guys know what happens when you start upping the quantity and the volume. Attention to detail and the ability to pay attention to detail goes down. So I think it probably depends. So I don't think that's a simple answer unless you really are on the inside. So, otherwise, how are you going to know? But personally, I would prefer getting it from more local places or more independent retailers. I mean, it depends. You can look into it. I'm sure you could figure it out somehow, but it's definitely better than going and getting fast food down the corner. That's for sure. So You're doing good. Look, most people aren't making that choice. Think about it. Most people that go to Walmart, most people in general aren't making the choice to go grass fed. A lot of people are just sucking down tofu and they're making tofu ham instead. We've watched, we've watched the TikTok yesterday of making vegan fucking smoked ham rather than actually eating the real thing. So, and most people that go to Walmart, of course, they're not thinking about that. So give yourself credit for actually even being aware that that's a better option for you. And baby steps, you're making little small steps, and, taking control of your health or taking control of your food is of the utmost importance. You need to be in control of your food. That's really not debatable. If you want to get optimal results, you have to take control of your food. And even people that are ordering and using those meal plans, you're still taking control of your food because you're choosing what you want delivered. Like, you're taking control of what comes into your mouth is really what you want to pay attention to. What goes in your face, right? Everyone else can stay out of my fucking holes. Tyler, you keep on asking questions about collagen. You're going to listen to your fucking sister? Google it, bro. Google it. My sister last week told me that collagen isn't optimal for my age. 19 years old, something about already producing it still, and I don't need any. Thoughts? Get your collagen in. Drink bone broth. You could take it. It's fine. Your body's not producing it anymore. You should be getting it from food. You should be eating ligaments and tendons and eating quality foods. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You're getting it from food. Eat your food and eat good. Like, you need to eat at 19. It's not like you're getting in tons of collagen at 19, but you're not getting it. You need to consume it. Yeah. Eat your food. You've been asking a lot of collagen questions. Just follow the instructions. You're fine. At 19, you're a grown ass man. You're growing faster and faster. Your brain's not fully developed yet, but you're getting there. You're almost a fully formed human. A round of applause. It's fine for you. It's fine. You shouldn't be sucking down 50 grams of collagen protein. Just follow the instructions and take a serving of it if that's what you're doing, if you bought something or you have something. But bone broth has plenty of collagen. And if you're eating, let's say, strip steaks, you're getting the fat, you're getting the connective tissue on the ends, you're making bone broth with ligaments, you're using knuckle bones or putting in tendons, you're getting a lot of connective tissue that's going to be very beneficial for you. All right, let's take one from Elijah. Why do I always go hard at the gym and always feel like I didn't do enough? Papa Swolio. Well, you're always going to feel like you haven't done enough. You're always going to feel like that. You're always going to feel like you haven't done enough. I mean, I always feel like I haven't done enough. You have to learn to understand that tomorrow is going to come. You can't do everything in one day. You're not going to build all your muscle in one day. You're not going to be able to provide enough overload for a year's worth of recovery in one day. It's going to take time. So get used to feeling like you've never done enough. If you're driven to an outcome, if you're really driven and passionate about your goal, you're going to want to keep on working. But the thing is, with exercise, it takes time and patience. Even if you want it now and you're super excited now, it doesn't matter. It's going to still take you years. So you better get ready for a long term. A lot of people get so excited and so amped up. They're like, I'm going to fucking do this. And they think they're going to be able to do it faster. What you're going to do to cut corners to try to get it faster will make everything tumble down. You're going to miss so many important aspects of your training, of your life, by trying to do it faster. It's not going to happen fast. It has never happened fast. Ever. It doesn't happen quickly. Some people might build muscle a little bit faster, but it's still going to be a lifetime of effort because then you have to maintain it. You have to keep on building. You're never going to feel completely satisfied. And that's the problem. Some people think that if they don't feel like they've done enough after an hour, they're going to try to do 2 hours or 2.5 or 3 hours. You don't want to do that much because then you're not recovering enough. You're under recovering. You're under recovering. You just need to do a little bit more, but do it better. Focus on the basics. Again, if we come back to the 7 pillars, that's what you have to focus on every day. Now, every workout is going to be different. Today, I had a great chest and bicep workout. It was great, but I didn't go super, super heavy. Like, I went hard. I didn't do a ton of volume, but it was good because I had some stuff today. We had to do some repairs and other stuff around the house. The day went later and I had to postpone my workout for a couple hours, but I still got it done. It's fine. I'm going to train again tomorrow and the next day. Like, I'll do a harder workout. It's just about keeping consistent with the, with the application, coats of paint. Sometimes you're going to put on a thicker coat of paint. And you all know this. Sometimes you will have a workout that fucking crushes and you have a sick pump. That's great. Some days you just have a great workout where you hit a new PR and you're so proud of yourself and you had an awesome workout. And other times you did it. You had a good workout, but it felt more like you went through the motion. You kind of felt flat. You were a little bit distracted. It's just like when you practice brain gain. Sometimes your mind wanders. You're practicing meditation. Your mind wanders. It's harder for you to focus. That happens. And sometimes you zone out and you hit this new level of, oh my God, that was epic. And you just lost yourself in consciousness and, your sensations. And it was great. But other times it's going to be, I couldn't focus. And all of a sudden you get it at the last. And it happens to me too. Sometimes when I meditate, I feel my mind scattered and all of a sudden I kind of lock in for the last minute or two. And then all of a sudden my alarm goes off or whatever. And it's like, oh, but that's what's important. You keep on practicing. And the more you practice getting it done, the more you practice just starting, the more chances you'll have at a great workout. This is why just because you don't feel like it doesn't mean you go and say, no, I'm going to force myself to max out. I don't do that. I do mobility, but if I feel really just physically not like training, I'll do some yoga, I'll do some active recovery. Or if I feel like lifting a little bit, I should lift something, but I really don't feel like it psychologically. It's kind of raining or overcast. And I get kind of bleh if I don't get sunlight every day. Like I need a lot of sun. I'll grab a kettlebell and just kind of move a little bit. I'll just do some mobility. I'll get a sweat going. I'll do some pull-ups and push-ups and I'll feel good. And then I'll crush a heavier weight session tomorrow. So don't be afraid. Just like driving on the highway, sometimes you got to slow down and drop a gear. Sometimes you need to slow down. Sometimes you see a little bit of traffic and congestion and you have to slow down to 45 miles an hour, 55, you get a little traffic and then it opens up and then you can go faster. But guess what happened? You never got off the highway. You kept on going that direction. It's just the same concept. You're still moving, but sometimes it's going to be slower. Sometimes it's going to be faster. Sometimes you hit rush hour. Sometimes you don't feel like it. Sometimes it fucking rains, but no matter what, no one fucking cares. You still have to do it. Get it done. You just got to start. And that's my strategy. Keep it simple. So here's my strategy. When I don't feel like training, I'll grab my kettlebell, usually my 44-pound kettlebell. I grab my kettlebell and I go outside and I start moving it a little bit. All right. I'll do some Statue of Liberties. I'll do some cleans. I'll do some windmills. I'll just move and twist. And at minimum, I'm going to sweat my ass off. I'm going to get a nice little pump. I'm going to be sweaty. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to have some good shoulder mobility. I'm going to be good to go. But let's say it's an upper body workout. That's what I'll do. Or lower body. I'll just start moving. And if it takes me further towards a workout and I start lifting heavier and I just get amped up and I feel really good and ready to go, sometimes you just got to pop the cork and get that juice flowing and kind of flip the switch. Other times, all right, that's all I got for the day. I sweat a little bit. I feel good. I did some mobility, got my heart rate up. All right, I'll crush weights tomorrow. But oftentimes it leads, but that's why I like kettlebell or the mace bell. It's just one thing to pick up and one thing to do, and you will get a sweat going and you will get ramped up. That's good stuff. Saucy meatball. Saucy meatball. Who likes a saucy meatball? I do. All right. Saucy meatball asks, best beef organ supplement. Well, I haven't tried a lot of different ones. There are different ones out there, but check my Amazon store. Go to swolenormousx.com/links. Or you could do, Amazon.com/stores/swolenormous, whatever. But you can just go to the links page, swolenormousx.com/links, and you'll see the link for my Amazon store. But also you can go into your library. When you log into swolenormousx, you can click there right there at the top, links to the Amazon store. You'll see the ancestral supplements links and all the different ones. So you can get started there. That's what I prefer. Get your liver. My recommendation is to start off with the black label, the beef organ supplements, because you get liver, heart, kidney, spleen, and pancreas. Let's see. Len Williams 9 from Zatiki Talk. Papa Swole, when I go to the gym, should I feel pain the next day? You're going to be sore. You cause micro trauma, you're going to be sore. So should you be injured? No. Why are people, it's every time this is why we have to do this. This is why We got to spread the fucking, that's why we have to spread this shit, fam. Some people don't even understand. Like, if I go to the gym, should I feel sore the next day? Yes. You fucking did physical activity. Yes, you should fucking feel it. People just don't understand how to use their body. People just don't understand what exercise is. I mean, you shouldn't be in pain, but if you're not used to exercising, a good soreness might be perceived as pain. It's just relative discomfort. It's your perception of your discomfort. That's why a lot of people, when they first start exercising, oh my God, but it hurts so much. Is this normal? I mean, for me, the next day, sometimes I'll be like, oh, fuck, but I'm used to it. I've been doing it for over 20 years. I'm used to my chest being sore. And I've been so sore I could barely move. So I'm not worried. I know the difference between a pulled or a strained muscle. And I know the difference between, oh, that's just a soreness because I fucking did 30 sets and I lifted thousands of pounds. It just makes sense. I used my body. So pain, no. But it depends on how you are perceiving this pain. Is it discomfort? Is it tightness? Pain is bad. I associate pain with bad. Ow, that hurts. That's pain. I injure myself. Pain. But there's a good soreness and a good tightness that's totally normal. So it depends on how you judge that. Phantom GTO. Phantom. Papa Swole, what are some good ways to get over a plateau? I feel like we get this question a lot. I get this question a lot. Some good ways depends on what your plateau is. Man, I hate getting general questions because I don't know which way to take it. A plateau, a weight loss plateau, a strength plateau. It depends. It depends on what the plateau is, but it depends on how long you've been hitting that plateau. It depends on how much effort you've been putting in. Sometimes people hit a plateau because you're just not fucking executing and you're in denial that you are slacking. So let's take the assumption that you're doing everything correctly. Honestly, if you're doing everything correctly, you're not going to plateau or you're not going to necessarily hit that flat line. And people are also impatient. So when I hear the word plateau, most people think of a plateau because they're not getting results fast enough. But I mean, if you're doing this for the long term, you're kind of always plateaued. You know, this is like a slow climb. We're talking, you're not even going to notice that incline on a graph unless you're looking at a year component. You're not making linear progress. You're going to have pitfalls. It's going to flatten out, whatever it is. So if you're looking for a weight loss plateau, you're in a weight loss plateau, I'd go back to the elimination diet. I would look at your caloric intake, but really your macro ratio or the types of foods you're consuming. If it's a strength plateau, you could be under recovering. It could be your type of split. It could be the way you're lifting. It could be your exercise selection. It could be your training protocols, your rest periods, your volume. Could be, you could change up go to a different gym, instead of barbell, do dumbbell, use bands. I mean, there's different ways to mix it up or give yourself a new stress. I really need more details as to what plateau you're talking about. But, what I just told you, these are just some general concepts depending on what the plateau is. It's really hard to say. Jabroni Tony, 4224. You know my rule. No jabronis allowed. No fucking jabronis allowed.
Go fuck yourself.
I'll answer this because you have a great avatar. We got Leo from Django. So there you go. All right. You can stay. You can stay, Jabroni Tony. The only jabroni allowed on the Daily Swole. Papa Swole, do you ever go out to restaurants? I actually did the other night, but we went to get sushi. So there's only maybe, a handful of foods, sushi and some kind of seafood like oysters or crab legs, things that I don't make at home that I would go out for. So usually those two things, I would go out for sushi and I would go out for something like that, seafood. But to go out and eat steak, no, not really. Maybe a rare occasion, depends on the place. But if we're going to go somewhere and get like a grass-fed steak or rib, I'll make that at home. I don't need to go somewhere and pay someone double or triple what I would do for making it, and I'll make it exactly the way I want it. So it's just not really an exciting thing to not be in control and someone just brings out food. I don't get off on that. I don't get off on overpaying for someone to do shit for me like that. That I could do myself. That's just how I look at it. Like that I could do myself. So it depends. Maybe there's a situation, but I don't look for them. I'm like, hey, let's go out and find a place that, if I could buy a grass-fed ribeye steak for $20 or whatever it is and make it at home, why would I go somewhere and spend 50, 60? It just seems like a waste of money and time, and it depends on the occasion. So if I'm going to take Mama Swole out, we're going to go do something, it'll be for something I'm not going to make at home. Plus I have it all the time. So I would like to do, hey, let's go out and get sushi because that's different than what we normally eat. Or let's go out and get crab legs. Let's go out and get crab legs and oysters. Usually we do that together. So yeah. So in other words, things that I wouldn't normally eat. And aside from that, most restaurants are just trying to stuff garbage down your throat, just bring you bread rolls and all sorts of stuff to fill you up so you don't, I don't know. I don't know why they try to fill you up with crap before they bring you the food so you don't finish that. It's weird. I don't know. I think it's also different if you go to a different country where they actually give you real portion size. You go to an American restaurant, they just try to give you as much crap as possible. Yeah. Just my thoughts on eating out. I like to be in control of my food. And it's not like an obsession, like I think someone's going to poison and put something in my food. But they are using other oils. They are cooking. It's harder for me to justify, and I prefer making it myself. Let's see. Bunny. I got some mango. Oh, there we go. I got it. I got some mango in my tooth. We got it. We got it.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
Papa's got it. All right, Bunny, I read somewhere a lot of sushi like tuna is not always the fish advertised. How do you make sure what you're getting is good? You don't think about it, or you hope. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of food, there's a lot of food out there. I think like sea bass, there are certain foods that some restaurants, if they're not reputable, they might swap out a cheaper fish that most people can't tell. I think we just talked about it with Subway, how the tuna they couldn't find tuna DNA. So it's a crapshoot. It really is a crapshoot. And sometimes things like that, like sushi, that can be something that makes someone sick. But oftentimes it's not, from what I'm familiar with, it's not the fish itself. It'll be like the handling of it. But a lot of times when people get E. coli or salmonella, those issues, it's usually not coming from meat. It's usually coming from lettuce. It's usually coming from tomatoes or some kind of runoff from flash floods in the Midwest. And of course, the mass farming and the grain-fed beef and those sick animals and the shit running off, the manure running off onto other fields and monocrop culture and the devoid nature of nutrients in the soil. So it just makes it more arid and dried out, and you get these floods, and it takes like fecal matter into other fields, and birds travel and all that fucking gross stuff. So it's really hard. You can ask, you can do research before, look at reviews, but for me, minimum, like bottom line, I don't want to go out and eat something. I don't want to feel like shit. I don't want to feel nauseous. I don't want to get a migraine. I've gone to fast food. I've gone to get sushi, or we've gotten sushi before, and I've actually had like a headache or migraines. And a lot of that can come from, the MSG, and also the soy sauce and things like that, or the wasabi. It's all soy. So just for me, what I like is the sashimi, and I bring my Celtic sea salt and I'll grind it on like a plate, and I just dab the sushi in. And I like it like that. I figured out I like it like that. And I felt so much better ever since I stopped consuming even the smallest amount of soy sauce and those types of things. I just prefer it. So that's right. Kick his ass, Seabass. Kick his ass, Seabass. Seabass. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Let's see. We got any other questions? Oh, let's take, Steve is fat. LOL. We got one from Steve is fat. LOL. I've lost 68 pounds so far. Very nice. I've been stuck at 224 pounds for a week now, doing the same shit daily. Do I need to add more cardio or cut calories, or just be patient? There you go. The last one, bro. Jesus Christ. A week? A week. I mean, you're doing the same shit. Doesn't mean here's the thing. When you lose weight, if you're in a slight deficit, maybe you're eating only a couple hundred calories under your maintenance. Once you lose the weight, that's going to be your maintenance. So your body's going to plateau. Just be a little bit more patient. You're adding more cardio. Are you lifting weights? Fuck your cardio. Don't do more cardio. Keep lifting weights. Keep lifting weights. Keep eating healthy. Don't change horses in midstream. It's just 1 week at 224. Patience. I appreciate the fact that you brought that up. You're aware that should I just be patient? Yes, it's a week. Fuck. I was just saying yesterday that I fluctuate maybe 10 pounds in a day. So I'll get up in the morning. I might be low 190s by the time I'm going to sleep, or I'm drinking water. I go in the sauna. I'll be like 199. I've been seeing a fluctuation of up to 10 pounds just because I'll sweat a lot. Then I drink a lot of water and I eat a lot, and I eat a lot at one time. So you'll fluctuate several pounds in a day. But on a consistent daily basis, you can fluctuate a couple pounds day to day, even at your normal morning. What's the proper word? Expulsion. You wake up in the morning. The best time to weigh yourself is first thing in the morning. You go to the bathroom, you pee, you poop, and then you go weigh yourself. Don't drink any water. So the first thing you wake up, pee, poo, weigh yourself. Okay. That is going to be the most consistent weight for you because you're dehydrated from sleeping all night. You went to the bathroom, so you're just neutralizing the fluids. Now, it's not going to be 100% accurate every day, but you're going to get, if you're going to track like that, that's the best time to do it so you can create the most accurate environment. Because if you wake up and drink 2 pounds of water, well, that's not really accurate, is it? Or you do it later in the day and you've eaten 2 meals and you ate so much food and all this extra. Well, there you go. Tyler, what would you consume for a post-workout meal the right way and nutritious? That's going to depend on you. For me, sometimes I've been trying like a grass-fed whey protein isolate. I actually like it. I haven't had too many problems. I haven't had any issues with it. Just trying to see if there's something out there that I like that I can recommend. Cause some people are asking like, hey, do you take whey protein? And I haven't for years. So I remember I told you I tried a brand and I went to the bathroom. I was in the bathroom all night. It was fucking awful. So threw that right there in the fucking trash. But after a meal, sometimes I'll have some raw honey. I'll have some dates. I'll have some mangoes. I'm trying to get through the last bit of mangoes, or I'll just eat right away. I'll just go right into eating like a meal. I don't always eat immediately after, but I usually have some kind of honey, dates, or fruit, something that I can just smash right away. I'm really thirsty, but that's also an option too. Yeah. I mean, I'm not necessarily part of hey, you have to eat immediately after. I'm not talking anabolic window, but that's going to fluctuate from person to person. Generally, I don't like anything heavy immediately after. I just want something small and light that can go right in. You have to eat immediately. It's not required. I love mangoes. Mango man. There's one mango. I was actually up in the tree today. And I think it's like the last mango. The last mango. I got a lot of things at the bottom here. The last mango is up there. I only saw one in the tree and it's not really ripe yet. So I think it's just going to fall and get eaten, but they're pretty much all gone, which is perfect timing because I have so many in the fridge, but they're starting to turn a little bit black on the outside. Not bad. They're just very ripe, but got backed up. I was eating a ton. Then I got tired of them for a couple days and man, all of a sudden they all started to fall. It's like, hey, we're ripe now. All of them are like, boom. So gave a couple away and now it's just, I need to work out really hard tomorrow and just so I worked out really hard and then ate like 6 mangoes, boom. And I'm going to try to cut a bunch up and put them in a container and then put the rest in the fridge and just try to keep them as good for as long as possible. And a lot of you might say, well, you should cut them up and put them in the freezer. I have no room in my freezer. My freezer is filled with frozen fruit. It's filled with fucking beef. So we're trying to get I want to get an extra freezer, like standing freezer, so I can load up and put the beef in another freezer and then have them. So I don't have the ability to freeze them. I'd prefer not to freeze them because you don't want them to get all icy and stuff. It's okay if you buy them from the store, but if you cut them up and freeze them, there's too much water in them. It's just going to be stuck together in one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'd like to eat them fresh. They're so good fresh. It's criminal to freeze a fresh. Oh, it's so good right now. Right off the tree. It's so good. Yeah, so no freezing. Not a fan of that. I'm fine buying them up front frozen, but these I want to eat straight up. But they're so good in the fridge cold. So good. So good. I would reconsider freezing them if I had more space, but for right now, it's like, nah, it's fine. I can do it. I can do it. But we'll get a standing freezer. That way I can put all the bones and all the beefs and stuff in there. No problem whatsoever. Not a problem, fam. Not a problem. All right, what we got here? We got some recipes. What's this one? Check. Dun, dun. All right, we got a couple posts here. And we got a video. So let's get into a couple posts. Time to go balls deep, fam. Remember, use the hashtag SwoleSlut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's go. Let's go, fam. Let's do it.
That's deep.
My beard is all over the place. Itchy beard. Itchy. All right, Falcon. Falcon, it's time to go balls deep. Are you ready? You ready, Freddy? You ready, Freddy? Are you ready? I think Freddy's ready. Okay, let's get into today's first shite post.
What's in the box?
Oh, fam. Fam on a Saturday. The Saturday fam. I'm excited. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Daring Fat. Daring Fat. We've seen this. This is a repeat offender. All right, there's a picture if you're just listening. It says carbs. Your brain needs them.
That's fucking bullshit.
That's not really true, but okay. Quote, carbohydrates give us our main source of energy, especially for the brain, as carbohydrates are its exclusive energy source. This is not... I hate stupid people, but okay. This vital energy source is so important that if you don't get enough of it, your body will cannibalize your muscle by dismantling its protein into amino acids and converting it to glucose. No, it's... Well, Jesus Christ. No, your body can function off ketones and blood. Ketones will cross the blood-brain barrier. This is not completely true. Your body can use both glucose and can use fats, but no, you should not be sucking down tons of carbohydrates. You should not be sucking down tons of carbohydrates. Don't listen to this nonsense. More justification to start sucking down tons of carbs. Yeah, fats are used by the brain. It's not true. Carbs, your brain needs them. Your body can use carbohydrates. Your body will create that, but your body will function much better being more fat adapted and metabolically flexible. You gotta love how every little loophole will try to be attacked. Like, hey, you should be eating tons of. So if your body can use glucose in any form, you should be eating carbs. Your body needs carbs. Oh, eat the carbs. Look at the picture though. How does that look normal for a human? All you see is fruit and nuts. Like, this is not what humans would just eat naturally. This is what humans will eat in the wild, hunters and gatherers. Literally, humans will eat this shit if they don't have meat. If they don't have liver, if they don't have organ meats, like all the tribes that are hunting and gathering still today, they only eat this shit if it's hard to find meat. That's their priority, is to get actual sustenance and nutrients. No humans are like eagerly looking for chickpeas. It's like, oh my God, let's find fucking chickpeas because that's the best thing. Humans will always opt for meat. That's why all the wealthy and the kings and the queens, the peasants will eat the wheat and the grain and the corn, and the kings will eat the fucking pork and the beef and everything like that. Think with your fucking head. There's a reason why people covet organ meats and fatty meats. Your body doesn't want fucking nuts and seeds and shit like that. It can survive on that in a pinch, in an emergency, but it's not something that should be the focus of your nutrition. That's my opinion. Many people's opinion. Common sense's opinion. You would think it's common sense, but hey, come on. People got their beliefs, right? Yeah. Banana peel bacon. Haha, banana peel bacon.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, banana peel bacon. We don't want that. All right, this is from Tokyo, Japan. Holistic health and wellness. Well, we know exactly probably where this is going to go.
What's in the box?
If it says holistic health and wellness, it says holistic with a WH. Hol, like a whore. Horistic. All right, here's a picture. We got a caption, I think. We got a caption for this? Okay, no, it's just a little bit of caption at the bottom. It says you never need to justify your food choices. We'll talk about this in a second. I got to break this down because I hate that language. All right. So what we have here are two columns because that's what nutrition, quote unquote, nutritionists or nutrition people try to do online on Instagram. I don't know why this kind of picture has got popular because it's literally for fundamental tardation. I don't know why these pictures are, they're just so overdone. All right. On the left, it says instead of, and then on the right, it says try. So I'm going to read you a list of, instead of doing this, do this, right? They're telling you what to do. Instead of, I'm going to 2 Zumba classes tomorrow so I can have pizza tonight, try, I think pizza sounds good to me tonight. So instead of, I'm going to go do 2 useless classes for exercise so I can eat garbage tonight, try eating garbage tonight. How about that? You like that? Too soon? Too soon?
Well, I'll be damned.
All right. Look, if you want to do Zumba, you can, but come on now. Instead of, quote, I haven't had carbs all day, so I'm going to get bread as a starter. Try, hey, they have the best bread here. Should we get it to start? What?
Matt Damon.
Okay, I'm just going to go to the next one because that one's dumb. Instead of, I ate a brownie, but it's okay because I had a light lunch. Try, I had the most delicious brownie with my lunch today. I'm sure you did. Tons of fun.
Matt Damon.
And instead of, I don't usually eat this, but it's holiday, so I think it's okay this once. Or try this instead. I absolutely love these holiday treats. I'm sure you do.
Matt Damon.
I'm sure you do. So in other words, hey, okay. All of these things, these are all foods that have no business going in your face hole. They really don't. In today's day and age, rarely, if ever, should you even consider this. Okay, and this is not having an eating disorder. This is just being logical in a world where everything is at your fingertips and you could fuck your mouth hole with 10,000 different shitty food products that have been manufactured in a fucking factory that is designed to make money and fuck your health up and get you addicted so you keep on coming back for more. That's what they're designed for. All those food products on a shelf are there to make money for the company. Whether it's Kellogg's, whether it's Kraft, whether it's fucking Nestle, they're trying to make money. They don't care about your fucking health. They don't care about your family. They don't care about anything about you. You're a number. You're on the fucking balance sheet. They don't give a fuck about you. A fuck. They don't care about you at all. Okay? They're trying to make money. If they can cut corners and get lower cost products to improve their margins, they are going to do it immediately. If they can use high fructose corn syrup to make a little bit more money because it's subsidized by the government, they will do it. If they could use soy instead of modified cornstarch or whatever the fuck it is, they will do it. They will do it. They will do, and they do it. I said do. They will fucking do it. That's why they make so much money, because they're using garbage products and they're charging you $4.99 when shipped to the fucking supermarket cost them like $1.50. Huge profit margins on that garbage shit that you eat. All right. So anyway, this, you never need to, I don't care about this other bullshit, right? I don't care about all that shit. I care about the title. Let's talk about the title, all right? For a lot of you, you might not think this is the most important part. I do. You never need to justify your food choices. Stop caring about what other people think. If you don't care what other people think, you don't need to post this on Instagram. If you don't care if you don't care about your health, you're not considering this. But if you're trying to justify or mind fuck yourself, like I'm going to go to 2 Zumba classes so I can have you probably shouldn't be eating it. If you're trying to justify eating something, let's get back to the root of it. Why are you trying to justify eating it? Because you know that you shouldn't fucking eat it? Because you know you shouldn't fucking consume it? That's probably why. You're just in denial of your own fucking integrity. You know you're doing something wrong. I probably shouldn't stuff this garbage in my mouth, but hey, I'm on holiday, so I can fuck my face with this garbage and not have to justify it. Yeah, everyone's got eating disorders, but I think it's more than that. People have mental disorder. You're just raised in this fucking world that has lied to you forever. And most people just want to nod and say, oh, thank you, daddy, might have another. Think for yourself. And it's very obvious. It's very transparent. It's very clear what's going on, but you have to actually have a fundamental original thought. You can't just go by what the masses tell you. And most people are more than happy to do so. Justify to who? Who cares what other people think? Who cares? Obviously you do because you're trying to justify it to yourself. It's probably because you know you're making a fucking mistake and you know you don't have any care for your health and you're trying to justify it for a reason. It is what it is, you little nuggets. You nuggets. Let's take another question. It's exciting.
What's in the box?
This is exciting. This is so fun. All right, we got one here from, Sarah J. Haley. We got another repeat offender here.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Yeah. All right, Sarah says, where we think we need more discipline, we usually need more self-love.
That's fucking bullshit.
Oh, you don't need discipline. Don't listen to anyone that tells you don't need discipline. Don't listen to anyone because they're just trying to put their arm around your shoulder and take money out of your fucking pocket. They're the kind that goes like this, oh, I'll be here for you. And they're fucking pickpocketing you with their other hand. Yeah, they're trying to steal your attention, steal your views, and make you feel all nice and warm and cuddly. It's not your fault. It's everyone else's. We know the deal. She writes, ever thought about it that way? No, because I'm not a fucking victim. We've all felt like we need more discipline in certain areas of our lives at one point or another. But what if you gave yourself a little more grace, a little more self-love instead? What would happen? You'd probably be obese like the majority of the population. How about diet and exercise? Maybe you need a little more self-love instead of discipline. Try it out, see what happens. Happy Saturday. Where is the value in this post? There's no value here.
Bullshit.
You didn't explain anything. Ever felt like you need more discipline? Maybe you should love yourself more. How about that? Try it. No. How about no? And this is why the woke left, this is why they always try to do this. All right. This is why this movement tries to do this shit. Because if you go against self-love, guess what you are? You're a mean person. It says something about me, right? Because I'm a mean person. I'm telling you, no, you should fucking do it. You should stop trying to make excuses for something that you should be doing. You know better, and you're trying to justify it, which is a fact. They don't want to do it. They don't want to change. They'd rather change their hashtags and change their habits. They want to blame everyone else. That's why if you go against this kind of stuff, you're the mean person. You're a meanie. Okay, you can say whatever you want. I think what these people want to do, all these people that post, whether it's the fat acceptance, body positivity, no matter what it is. I mean, I don't care. I guess they're going to think that I'm going to see that and not say something about it. Oh no, I don't want to offend anyone. I'm totally fine with it because it's 2021. If you haven't noticed, people are going to get offended at nothing. So you may as well come right out front and slap them across the face with some knowledge cock. You might as well come the fuck out and do it up front and make it count because they're going to get offended no matter what. And I'll tell you what, here's the thing. I don't see anyone, I don't look at anything. If people make videos about me, I don't see shit. But I've tended to see that no one fucking says a damn thing about what I say. I don't see anyone making like, negative. If they do, I don't see it. I mean, I know some small channels probably try to punch up or whatever it did in the past, but I think more often than not, people don't want to say anything because I don't give a fuck and I will say shit that they are not willing to say. People they don't want the fucking smoke, which is totally fine because I don't really care about anything that they'd say anyway. But stop caring about what other people are thinking. Do what's right for you and stop virtue signaling as if anyone gives a fuck about your weak victim ass. It's annoying. It's pathetic. No one, we just no. Just no. You're not helping anyone. You're not helping anyone. You're certainly not helping yourself. I just think you're doing a disservice to your following, right? You're doing a disservice to people that are vulnerable. That's the problem. Why are people vulnerable today? It's because they're not taught to critically think. People are not taught how to have a thought. People are not taught to have an opinion. They're taught what to think. And if you go against the system, well, you're going to get canceled. You're going to be shunned from society. You're not going to have any friends. Yeah, well, there aren't a lot of people that are worthwhile having friends in this world anyway. Far and few between. So if you find them, keep them close because they're hard to come by, especially now. All right, let's see what we got here. This one's from Jennifer Wallen. Interesting. We've seen her before. Let's see what we got here for a post. Looks like what is that, sorbet or something behind? Nice. Got to put ice cream back there, right, JR? All right. Jennifer says, Harvard did a 100-year story and found that the people who lived the longest were those with the most connective relationships. So going to grab ice cream with a friend is generally healthier than eating a plate of carrots alone. Oh, geez. You had you fucking had it.
What you just said
You started off.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Matt Damon.
All right. You had it there. You almost had it. You're off to a good start, JR. Yes. If you are in connected relationships and you're with, it's pillar number 1, community, the people and the people you're surrounding yourself with, that it's very important. So and then it turns into giving you ability, and then it turns into eat ice cream as long as you're around people. Oh, you don't say, Jennifer. You don't fucking say.
That's fucking bullshit.
Who eats a plate of carrots alone? If you're eating a plate of carrots, you're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo if you're just eating a plate of carrots. I don't know who thinks that eating a plate of carrots. I think carrots are probably one of the most disgusting foods. If you grow your own carrots, it can taste good, possibly, but carrots they taste like nothing. Just crunchy shit. Disgusting. All right. Grabbing ice cream with a friend is generally healthier than eating a plate of carrots. Neither are good. You're going to go and eat a whole bowl of ice cream, and neither are going to be good for you. Eating a whole plate of carrots is like a sugar bomb too. At least you're getting some fiber in there. Okay. Not a big fan of carrots. I don't like the taste. I'm just raging on carrots. If you like them, I don't really care, but I think they're disgusting. Yeah. Neither are a good choice. Neither are a good choice. So how about that? Let's read this below. We have a video to watch after this. We'll wrap it up. Let's see. She writes, plus a plate of carrots may be filling, but not very satisfying, and also won't have long staying power in terms of hunger due to the lack of fat, etc. Not wrong about that. There's a first for everything. So if you're craving veggies, far better to pair them with ranch, hummus, butter, etc. Hold on a second. Don't you fucking dare group butter with hummus and ranch. Don't you dare put fucking butter and ranch in the same sentence. Don't you fucking dare. Anyway, point being that social connections were found in a 100-year study by Harvard to be the biggest predictor of health and longevity. I'm sure it's not the only one. If you don't have a ton of friends, don't use this to beat yourself up. Just use it as recovery motivation, as eating disorders can really isolate you. Where'd that come from? Want more? No.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
No, I don't want more. Ew. Butter dipped carrots? Oh, fuck you. You guys are disgusting. Oh, God. You know, I can absolutely, right now, I'll tell you what. If you told me, Papa Swolio, you will never be able to eat a carrot again for the rest of your life. Say no more, fam. Say no more. I can get behind that.
USA, greatest country in the world.
I am all about it. Keep them. I'll tell you what. Keep the carrots. I will sleep so well at night. But Papa, what about vitamin A? Eat a little beef liver and you'll get 1 billion times more value than a carrot could ever hope to achieve. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck your carrots. Fuck your shit. Anyway, fun times, fam. You know, if you're a carrot whore, I'm fine with it. I don't care. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's read this post and then we'll give away today's Swole card. We got a Swole card today. It's Swole Slut. Heyo. Heyo. Drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Swole Slut. Let's read this. This is called, oh no. This is from TikTok, so you know it's gonna be a hot mess. This is called Guilt-Free Steak. Guilt-free steak. Are you ready for this? This could be ugly. This could be ugly. Hold on a second. Guilt-free steak.
So I was craving a guilt-free steak, meaning no animals were killed and basically 0 calories. I can eat as much as I want. So this is what I came up with.
Okay. Basically, I can eat whatever I want, right? It basically has 0 calories, so I can eat as much as I want. Well, whatever you're cutting right now is not 0 calories. Nothing is, you're not eating lettuce, you're eating something. It's not going to be 0 calories, okay? Not to mention, if you're eating a lot of stuff in volume with no calories, I'd be extremely concerned because you're getting in something and a lot of something that ain't food. So let's continue. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Chunk of cabbage, like it's a fat, juicy steak. Get your garlic. That is huge for part of this.
Yes.
Put your oil on, put all your seasonings. That's going to make it taste like a steak. You know, we're trying to make it, thyme. We got our pepper, garlic, salt, and we're going to put our garlic on top of it. Last time I did, I put it in the crevices, but just too much work.
It's lettuce.
Then we're going to put that on there. We're going to let it sear. This is also huge. Is soy sauce or amino acids, whatever. Let that sear, flip it over. It kind of falls apart, but who gives an F? Put it on the plate. Make sure you get all those juices and all the little goodness that's in there. And you eat that up. So good, so juicy,
disgusting.
Yum, tastes just like
that's
a steak.
not fucking food. What the you just ate sauteed cabbage. Yo, get some sauerkraut for this chick. That is the worst one. The other ones, at least, they made, right? They used dough. Or remember the other ones? She made a steak from whatever the fuck it was, right? Tofu. At least she made something. That was literally what? That's a piece of cabbage with garlic, sprayed olive oil, and just some seasonings on it in soy sauce. That's not a steak. That's nothing close to a steak. You just literally fried some lettuce. You cooked cabbage. These vegans are insane. Tell me, I'm not trying to be rude, okay? Some of you might be vegan, okay? I still think it's strange. I think it's strange. I think it's in denial of human evolution, but some people just don't, whatever. It is your thing, and you're welcome here, all right? You know that. But people that are trying to make this fake-ass steak, no, you sauteed some fucking cabbage, and you're calling it a steak. Doesn't make it a steak. We're in a war of words in 2021. We're in a war of words. You cannot just call something a steak. You cannot just call it a steak. It's not a steak just because you said this is a steak. That's not a steak. That's not a fucking steak. That is a piece of cabbage that you cut with soy sauce. That's not a steak. Just because you called it a steak does not make it a steak. That stuff pisses me off. Eat a fucking steak. This chick looks like she needs a steak. She looks like she needs a steak. So I was craving I don't want to hear that fucking music again. You look like you look hungry. Where are you? You look like you need a steak. You look frail. I'm just saying. You look frail. I'm just saying that because I'm upset about your shitty recipe. I don't know anything about that chick. Gross. If it's not steak, it's not steak. You could call it a tuna steak. Bullshit. That's fish. There's only one steak. There can be only one.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
It's a steak or it's a fucking steak. All right, fam, let's give away today's Swole card. Before we do, remember, fam, make sure you mark your calendarios. We got our accountability. Look at that nipple. We got an accountability meeting Monday, June 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, noon. You could join the Swole fam today over at swolenormousx.com. Get access to all the private streams. We do have some awesome releases on Monday. New content every single week. Fam, now is the time to go unlimited. Make sure you check out the awesome specials that are for a limited time only. Hot Swole Summer. Check it out. swolenormousx.com/memberships. Go and give it a look-see. 3-month, 6-month, and annual options going fast. So make sure you go and check that out. Also, tomorrow's episode, Ask Papa Swolio Live. We will take a ton of questions, so make sure you show up for that. Sign up today. You get access to Swole Text and all that good stuff. And I will be messaging you, Telegram, chat, Discord. I will be giving the updates, letting you know when we're going live.
I am the danger.
But it's going to be awesome. All right. So this Monday, we got an accountability meeting. We had a great masterclass last Thursday. And these releases on Monday are going to be fire. So again, you can learn more over at swolenormousx.com. And of course, for those of you that have not yet checked out papaswolio.com, go and check out papaswolio.com. All the new releases, brand new apparel site. Go to papaswolio.com right now and use code DailySwole to save 10% off. If you're part of the Swole fam, you got a special code that can be found in this past week's masterclass and the accountability meeting. I also sent out a Swole text before with the code, and I will send that out again for you all in Swole text, but go and check that out to get 20% off for members only. But for those of you that are not members, use code DailySwole for 10% off your order. So make sure you do that today and ring in the new site, bring it in with some new apparel. And a lot of you will probably be getting those new gears ASA to the P. So a lot of them went out for shipping already. Let's give away today's Swole card. Let's see what we got, fam. Freddie, who's gonna swim? Who's gonna swim? Who's gonna win today's Swole card? Who's a Swole slut? I know we got someone. Scroll at the top. No, round 2. 1 in the hole. Here we go. What do you think, Freddie? We got a winner today? Not yet. I know. Let's see what we got here. Now I'm landing on a lot of comments. Not a lot of Swole slut. No. It's a Saturday night. It's a little bit light. 3, 2, last one. Now again, we're going 3 times. None. Cerny, no. MN, no. Peaceful Bandit, no. MN, no. Nope. Not landing on one. Can't wait to land on one. I'm gonna give you away ASA to the fucking P. Some of you aren't using your fucking hashtag, so you're not gonna win. I'm just gonna keep on scrolling until I fucking land on one. Dun. We'll go 4. I'm gonna keep it myself if we miss this next one. I'm gonna keep it. It's a nice card. I'll keep it. All right, I just landed at the bottom. Josh, you're the winner today. Swole Slut shirt coming in. Perfect timing. Congratulations. Use the winner. You guys got to drop that cash tag. I saw some of them, but not enough. Whew, came all the way down to the bottom, landed right on Josh. Congratulations for winning today's Swole card. We usually, sometimes, every once in a while, it goes like 5 fucking spins. Sometimes I go scroll up. Oh, we win. I wait till the music ends, and we got it. Congratulations, Josh. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1877 in the subject, your mailing address in the body, the email. And that is what happens when you show up. The more you show up, the more you play, the more you can win. So happy to send out Swole cards to previous winners. You can win multiple times. The more you show up, the more you drop those hashtags, the more Swole cards you can win. The more times you post up in the group, the more awesome posts we have. Just gets better and better. But today is Saturday night, so make sure that you are staying focused. We got some awesome releases coming up on Monday. Tomorrow's Ask Papa Swolio Live, so we will be fucking crushing it tomorrow. I'm excited. But let's have a great evening, fam. Let's have a great rest of your Saturday. Be safe, be smart, and let's nut this beesh. Falcon, take us away. Thank you, Freddie. Very kind. Very, very kind.
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
do. We do have crop tops. Fuck yeah, we do. Crop tops, baby. We love some crop tops. Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1877. Papa Swolio's Jam. We'll see you tomorrow. Ask Papa Swolio Schlive. 1870 Ocho. You love that Ocho, baby. Got that piano. Thank you, Bandit. Today's episode was fantastic. I love those chip posts. We got a
He's heating up!
I'm on fire.
He's on fire!
There we go. Ah, Freddie.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
I got hairy legs.
Ooh.
Boom shakalaka!
Don't forget to watch where the sun don't shine.
I got hairy legs.
A three-letter word. Jobs.
We choose
Jobs.
truth over facts. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
All right, fam. Mañana, 1878. We are coming right up on the 1900s, and I'm stoked. We'll see you tomorrow for Ask Papa Swolio Live. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.